Hello there! Today I'm going to react to the top 10 places to visit in the UK according to YouTuber Ryan Shirley. He makes amazing videos, he takes amazing photographies. I mean, he's great. I really love his videos, and his Instagram is pretty cool as well if you want to follow him, because I do follow him, and I through his photos I can explore the whole world. It's just fantastic. So yeah, let's check out this video. I want to learn more about the UK. I've only been to England actually. I've always wanted to visit Scotland, but also of course Wales and Northern Ireland. I haven't been to Ireland either. So yeah, let's check it out.
What's up guys, my name is Ryan Shirley and I spent the last few years exploring the United Kingdom and I want to show you my favorite places. So here's my UK top 10.
Wow. I mean, I'm sure that the UK has so many medieval spots that are just breathtaking. I'm sure of it.
The United Kingdom is made up of the countries of England, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. If you want to go back in time and feel like you're in a fairy tale or a Harry Potter film, the UK is...
Wait! This is actually the Harry Potter train. What? Where is this?
the place for you. It's easy to see why so many myths and legends were born here. It's one of the world's most enchanting places. Alright, so for our first location, we're going to go visit possibly the most iconic city in the world, London. I've traveled more to London than any other international destination. I have to say it's my favorite city in the world, and I just keep coming back. Everything from the double-decker buses to the energy of Piccadilly Circus makes the city feel so alive. There's just so many places.
It is a beautiful city.
You can check out the iconic Big Ben and walk across the bridge to see the Palace of Westminster. There's the Tower Bridge, which is possibly the most famous bridge in all of London. You can go see the Stoic Guards at Buckingham Palace or take a ride on the London Eye. If you haven't already been to London...
No. That one I didn't do. It sounded to me like such a rip-off, actually. It was about like, I don't know, there was a super huge line. The ticket was like 25 to 30 pounds. That $2 to euros should be around 30 to 35 euro. Dollars maybe $40. I don't know. And if you wanted, you could skip the whole lane by paying £100, bro. This is such a rip-off to me, so whatever. It's okay. I don't need to do it. Whatever.
I highly recommend visiting when you can. It's hard to beat the London atmosphere. There's no city like it in the world. Alright, so after exploring London, we're going to make the 2-hour drive over to Stonehenge. Located in Wiltshire, England, lies one of the most famous man-made rock structures in the world. There's a lot of mystery surrounding Stonehenge, like what was its purpose and how was it made. Archaeologists believe it was constructed back between 3000 to 2000 BC. Stonehenge consists of a ring of rocks, each being around 13 feet high and weighing nearly 25 tons each. It's unclear what the exact purpose of Stonehenge was. It's believed that it was used as an astronomical observatory or...
Yeah, but the thing is, how the hell 5,000 years ago, 4 to 5,000 years ago, people managed to get these rocks one on top of the other? That's crazy. How? With what tools?
Religious site. Either way, it sure makes you...
But I mean, actually, yeah, look at the pyramids. So, yeah, probably some tools they might have had. No idea. Do you know about this? Do you know about the whole history of this? Of course, it's surrounded still by mystery, but I don't know.
Stop and think how people thousands of years ago were able to construct this. Alright, so after Stonehenge...
Oh wait, he actually said the same thing.
Astronomical observatory or a religious site. Either way, it sure makes you stop and think how people thousands of years ago were able to construct this. Alright, so after Stonehenge, we're gonna head on over to the Jurassic Coast. While you won't find any dinosaurs here, you might find some fossils on the beach. The Jurassic Coast is England's only...
Wait, this is so cool!
You might find some fossils
This turns into a kabuto, by the way.
on the beach. The Jurassic Coast is England's only natural World Heritage site, and it's become popular with its white cliffs and picturesque beaches that are full of fossils formed over 65 million years ago. One of the most famous spots on the Jurassic Coast is Door. It's this limestone arch that goes straight into the ocean.
Was this in Game of Thrones?
There's a great beach there, and I just can't think of a better place to spend during the hot English summers. One of my favorite spots on the Jurassic Coast is Old Harry's Rocks. Special thanks to my friend David Rule for providing this footage. He has an awesome Instagram and YouTube that I'll provide in the description below. I remember the first time I saw his picture of this place, and I was just baffled by the scenery there. The Old Harry Rocks are the...
Wait, but I'm so confused. How is it so wide, this rock right here? How is it so wide? I don't get how these colors can be. It looks like when you go to the amusement park and they serve you the coconut already cut, you know, when they put it on the steamed water and then they serve it to you. That's as white as that.
Sea stacks that are made completely out of chalk that mark the end of the Jurassic Coast. In World War II, the stacks were used as target practice for pilots, so that's kind of crazy. I just love the combination of the green meadows with the white cliffs and the blue ocean. I mean, it's just hard to beat that scenery. Alright, so after the Jurassic Coast, we're gonna head up north to visit the country of Wales. Now, Wales is located in the southwest part of Great Britain. It's famous for its mountainous national parks, picturesque coastline, and distinct Welsh language. One of the most scenic places in Wales is the Snowdonia National Park. It's a region in northwest Wales that is known for its mountains and lakes. The highest peak in Wales, Mount Snowdon, is located in the park with an elevation of 10,085 meters. You can hike on up there, or you can take the Snowdon Mountain Railway to
10,085 meters, that's about 4,000 meters. No, wait. It said feet or meters?
Of 10,085 meters.
What do you mean 10,085 meters? How is that even possible? Wait.
Northwest Wales that is known for its mountains and lakes. The highest peak in Wales, Mount Snowdon, is located in the park with an elevation of 10,085 meters.
I think he meant feet, because I don't even think that Mount Everest can reach that much, no? Should have been feet probably, yeah. For sure. So feet is like 3,007, 4,000 if I'm not mistaken, right? You have to divide by 2.5 or something.
You can hike on up there, or you can take the Snowdon Mountain Railway to the top. If you're lucky, you might be able to see Ireland across the sea. Alright, so after Wales, we're gonna head to the Isle of Man. Now located in
I swear, I don't know anything about the Isle of Man besides the fact that most gambling companies have their residence in here. That's the only thing I know, especially like PokerStars is from the Isle of Man.
Right between England and Ireland lies a rugged island known for its rural landscapes and medieval castles. While it's technically not part of the United Kingdom, it has status of crown dependency, and the UK is responsible for its defense and external relations. The Isle of Man has had an interesting history. Humans have lived on it since 6500 BC, and in the 19th century it was ruled by Norway. But in 1266 the island became part of Scotland, and now it is a self-governing isle. An interesting place on the Isle of Man is Peel Castle. It was constructed by Vikings in the 11th century and just sits right on the ocean. I mean, it's a pretty cool castle if you ask me. Alright, so after the Isle of Man, we're going to head across the sea to visit Northern Ireland. Now, Ireland is full of just beautiful scenery, dramatic coastal cliffs, and countless castles. Back in 1921, Ireland was split into Northern and Southern Ireland as a result of the Government of Ireland Act of 1920. While Southern Ireland became a free Irish state, Northern Ireland remained within the United Kingdom. The capital of Northern Ireland is the city of Belfast, which is the birthplace of the Titanic ship. One of the most iconic places in Northern Ireland is the Dark Hedges. It's this road lined with beech trees planted in the 18th century. It was used as a filming location for the Game of Thrones. On the northern coast, you can check out the Carrick Already rope bridge or see the basalt columns at the Giant's Causeway. I mean, there's just so much history and beauty in Ireland, and it just makes me want to go there and explore. Alright, so for our next location, we're going to head to Scotland to visit the Isle of Skye. This is probably my all-time favorite place in the UK.
That looks so scary.
Feel like you're in a fairy tale when you visit there. I was lucky enough to go to the Isle of Skye last summer, and it's about a 5-hour drive from Edinburgh. One of the most impressive places in the Isle of Skye is the Old Manor Store. It's one of my all-time favorite rock formations. I felt like I was on the set of Game of Thrones when I was there. Now to get to the Old Manor store, it's about
No, this one feels more like you're on the set of Braveheart more than Game of Thrones. What the hell? Especially right here. Look at that.
4-kilometer hike. You'll walk through some
Wow.
conservation gates and you'll reach the famous rock pinnacles. I went for sunrise and sunset and both occasions were breathtaking. When I was there was just like crows flying around the rock and there were some sheep running around. I mean, it was just a magical place. So the legend of the Old Manor store is supposedly a giant lived there a long time ago, and when he was buried, his thumb was left sticking out of the ground. When you go there, it's easy to see why it's one of the world's most iconic rock formations. It's one of my all-time favorite places, and I recommend everyone to see it at least once in their life. Just a few minutes away from the Old Manor store, there is a breathtaking waterfall called Meout Falls that cascades down to the ocean. There's a nice viewpoint where you can look at the waterfall. The surrounding sea cliffs in the area are also stunning. One of the most famous is Kilt Rock, which are right by Meout Falls. I mean, it's just such a cool area.
Bro, it doesn't even look real.
Ocean. If you're looking to find some fairies, you may want to check out the fairy pools. There are these picturesque blue pools that lie at the base of the black colons. When I was there, there were so many midges. I didn't dare get close to water, so make sure you bring some bug spray. If you want to do a beautiful hike, I'd also recommend visiting the Korang. It's one of the most beautiful areas in the Isle of Skye. You feel like you're walking on a giant golf course. I found this crazy vantage point to get a good
look at the water.
All right, so after the Isle of Skye, we're going to head over to the nearby Stonehenge Castle. If you're driving to the Isle of Skye, you will drive right by this. It's one of my favorite castles in the UK, situated on a small tidal island at the point where the three great sea locks meet. The castle was built in the 13th century. I'm so mad at myself. I didn't visit the castle when I was there. I wasn't able to check it out. That's one of my biggest regrets of when I visited the UK, so don't make the same mistake I made. Alright, so after castle, we're going to head over to one of Scotland's most iconic locations, the Glenfinnan Viaduct. Is located at the top of Loch Shiel in the West Highlands of Scotland. It was completed around 1898. This may look familiar because it was featured in the Harry Potter films. When I was there, I wanted to get close to the bridge,
That's the
so
one.
I walked underneath it. I was just shook by how big it actually was.
Wow.
After I hiked to the top to get a good vantage point so I could see the famous train go across the viaduct. Just really reminds you of those Harry Potter movies. Alright, so after Glenfinnan, we're going to head over to Edinburgh. Now, if you want to go back in time, Edinburgh is a must. It's where J.K. Rowling wrote her Harry Potter novels. When I started traveling, this was one of the first cities I visited. It's a medieval old town with intricate neoclassical buildings, cobblestone streets, and beautiful gardens. The iconic Edinburgh Castle overlooks the city and is home to Scotland's crown jewels. When I was there, I didn't go to the castle because I was being too cheap, but one of my favorite places was Captain Hill. It offers a...
Been there! I'm still there, actually. I haven't left that place. I'm always being too cheap, especially when traveling. Come on, I'm not that rich.
Beautiful view of the whole entire city. While we're still in Edinburgh, we're going to head over to Arthur's Seat. Now, Arthur's Seat is located in Holyrood Park, and it's a short walk from Edinburgh Centre. Arthur's Seat is an extinct volcano with an elevation of 823 feet. When I was there, I wanted to get as high as I could so I could see all of Edinburgh. I made a hike up, and I reached the top. It was just so windy when I was there, nearly blew me over. After I hiked to the top, I had a good time just hiking around Holyrood Park and enjoying the views of one of UK's most iconic cities. Alright, well that is it for my United Kingdom top 10. The UK is just such a unique region in the world, and I hope all can witness its beauty and history. What was your favorite place in the video? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys want to support the channel, considering becoming a patron.
Okay, let me see. I mean, Stonehenge is so unbelievably interesting and mystic, but I feel like the White Cliffs. Where is the White Cliff? Yeah, these White Cliffs are so crazy. I mean, I don't understand how can they be so white. That's crazy. Wow, that was an incredible video. If you have any more suggestions for videos to learn more about the United Kingdom, let me know which one should I check out next. And also let me know which one was your favorite location out of these ones that were picked. And of course, if there are some others that were not picked, but you want to share it with me, let me know which one. Just let me know the name and then I will Google it and get back to you, because come on, I love this type of videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.